Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to take a look at the Cross Dimension Striker Manus transformable action figure by Maketoys. Very nice photo of the figure up the front. I love this logo, very dynamic. Moving on to the side, you've got the figure chopped in half. And to the back, you've got various poses, out mode, weapons. And let's have a look at what's inside. Slide the whole thing out. Alright, so here is the figure itself. It's in a plastic tray, nicely secured in there. And there's a bag of weapons and bits, I guess. And you've got some warning kind of showing you what to do with the transformation. Striker Manus comes with a little card. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like a bio card, but it's more like paper really for this one. But there is a QR code at the back. You can download the Maketoys app, and I think there's a token to show Ride Despotron in that virtual reality type thing. And then obviously you get the transformation instructions, and I'm not sure why there's like a serial number in the front, but yeah, the instructions are okay. They're not too bad to follow. It did take me about 15 minutes to do the first transformation, but after the first transformation it becomes quite intuitive. And then there's also this comic that you get. It's kind of interesting. Now, I'm not going to go through it all. I'm just going to quickly flick through to show you the quality of the artwork. Artwork's fine. It's got a bit of background about the design and the character, and then upcoming characters, which is cool, and then the evil guys. And now let's talk about the actual accessories that Striker comes with. He comes with his blaster, so this forms the roof of the cab, and you can actually extend the barrel. Let me just figure out. Okay, so with the gun you push out from the back and you extend the barrel, and then you flip the last bit forward to reveal the whole blaster. And they have made this proprietary handle which actually slides into the hand on rails rather than using the 5mm peg. So even with his hands open, the gun won't fall out. So that's a good thing to have. And he also comes with a pair of axes, which doubles as the smokestacks. Now these axes are pretty well made. They've got the translucent orange blade part, which is really quite attractive, and you can put them together to form like a double-edged sword type weapon. And they fit into Striker's hands quite well. Really love the head sculpt Maketoys has given this guy. Lots of nice little detail in the chest area. There isn't actually a matrix there, but they've outlined the handle bit, so that's cool. Nice grill detail there, and the paint job is really nice and tidy. There's nice detail, like I guess they're like hydraulic pistons, which is really nice to see. Like I said before, the axe, they look really nice, especially with that translucent yellow blade, and really nice tidy paint detail in there in the forearms. And moving down to his legs, lovely design here, very robotic, mechanical, robust looking, fit for a leader for sure. And on the back, The back is a little bit more open and exposed, but I think overall still works quite well. And here is Striker Manus in alt mode. At first I didn't think the truck mode was going to be very nice from what I've seen online, but having him in hand, he actually doesn't look as bad. But the front here still looks a little bit disjointed and awkward. I do like these panels in the back, makes him look really sci-fi. Nice design element there. And you can see the axe acting as their smokestacks, which is quite cool. His wheels do rotate. The front one's not quite gripping on my floor because it's quite slippery. But if you have a look from the bottom, all the outer wheels rotate, which is good. But the inside one on the back, these are actually solid. I think they don't actually rotate, and they're actually set a little bit further in, so they don't actually touch the ground either. His head is on a ball joint, so he gets quite a good upwards range there. Not so much down. I mean, his chest blocks his view anyway, and obviously all the way around, and he can kind of tilt his head from side to side, which is cool. His shoulders is on a big ball joint, and he can raise his arms that far up. There's an extension part there, which is really good. And if you wanted to, you can unpeg his shoulders to give him like a butterfly joint action, which is handy as well. And he does have bicep swivels all the way around, double jointed elbow. No, actually, just single jointed. My mistake. Design makes it look like it's double jointed, but even though it's single jointed, it's really nice bend there. And he's got wrist rotation, and because of the transformation, he can also turn his wrist down, but not in or out. And then he does have a lovely ab crunch. Again, part of the transformation, but it means he can do this all the way looking at the floor, but not so much backwards. It kind of just gets stuck there in the upright position, but very useful joint. And he does have waist rotation, which is also part of the transformation, but works really well here. And then these parts on his hips, they move up and down, again partly for transformation as well. And then for his hips, he's got swivel joint there and a hinge joint there, so he can lift his leg up that far, back all the way back as well, and he can do pretty much a full split almost. And he has thigh rotation, which is just up here, double jointed knees, complete bend there, which is really good. And then his ankle is on a hinge joint on the inside, so he gets really nice ankle rocking action. And he can also tilt his feet. It's a little bit tight here actually, but he can tilt his feet down. This is also part of the transformation, but yeah, but he can do it. Sorry, legs just completely come unpegged. It's a little bit tight, but it's good that it's tight rather than loose. Yeah, so he can do really nice big splits and still have his feet firmly planted on the ground. I'm going to start from the bottom with the transformation. So with his leg, you want to open it up, stretch it out, and then there's a double hinge there. Just want to come around and enclose the wheel, and there's a tab that goes into the bottom of the leg, and you just want to tab that in like so, and you do that on the other side. And for the leg, you want to untab at the knee from inside there, and then compress the whole leg down. So one looks like that. That's compressed, and that side's not compressed yet. You just have to pull it out and compress it down, and then you can go ahead and lock them together. So that's pretty much the bottom done. And to do the top, I'm going to put the hands away first, so they just hide in the forearms. Rotate that back, and then just open up the chest like so, and you want to then swing the chest around like so. Pull this bit out, that will form the grille for the truck. Pull the headlight down, and at this point you can go ahead and tuck his head into his back. And then for the arms, untab at the shoulders. Then you want to let me just have a think. Rotate this down, and it'll tab into the back there. And might just turn the whole cab 90 degrees there. And you need to push his apron in, push his front aprons in, and then bring the arm around, and it untabs at the bicep. How does it go? I'm just having a think before I break anything. Okay, so it untabs this way, and that kind of comes around to the front, and then you actually open up this part here, and that forms the wheel arch for the front wheel. I might have to move the front grille out of the way, the front bumper out of the way first, and then kind of compress his arm in, just like the Masterpiece toy and the G1 toy. His arm forms the bottom of the cab, and you clip the this barrel into his wheel arch, and just make sure the back is tabbed in as well, and then you can pull this tab back, and then that forms the side window. And just do the same on the other side. On the bottom there, it also tabs in, so everything lines up nice there. And you tab the barrel into the wheel arch as well, and bring the side window up, and that should tab in, and just make sure everything sits flat, and you push the grill in as well. Okay, I'm not the best at transforming toys on camera, so bear with me here. And then you slide this panel forward, and you also stick it in to the barrel. I don't know what's called, this round thing, and it just kind of sits like that. Do the same thing on the other side. And there is the truck, and it's not quite finished yet. Come back to the gun and just push the barrel. Oh, actually, wait. The first section tucks in underneath, push the second section in, open it up, and then open up the roof, make sure the handle's out of the way, and it goes this way. And it just slides down in between the axe, and this whole piece tabs in onto the roof, and it becomes the roof. So yeah, there you go. That's the transformation of Striker Manus into alt mode. First up we have Masterpiece MP10 Optimus Prime, and here he is with War for Cybertron Optimus Prime, and here he is with United Jazz. And now for some size comparisons in alt mode. First up we have MP10 Optimus Prime, and Striker Manus is a little bit smaller than MP10 in alt mode. Let's just put it side by side, end on end. You can see the size difference much clearer from this angle. Next up is United Jazz, and I actually think this scale works really nicely. Let's put them end on end, and then we'll have a look at the size between them. This guy is a lot of fun to pose. His articulation is really well designed, so he looks good in just about any pose you put him in. The design of the character is really refreshing. The plastic is very good quality, and overall just a very nice figure for the price you pay. So yeah, I definitely recommend picking this guy up. And just before we finish up, there's something I missed in the articulation segment. He does actually have a butterfly joint that opens forward, so he can rotate his arm forward like so. And that concludes my review of Maketoys Striker Manus. Thanks again for tuning in, and don't forget to like, share or subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.